You know, we've seen some setbacks for the president along the way with the wall issue. Is this an indication that he still sees the border wall as a winning political issue?
Well, President Trump's serious about following through on his promise to keep America safe. That includes securing our border. Obviously, if you look at his budget, it has a whole array of things to secure the border, from more Border Patrol agents, more technology at our ports of entry, but also more physical barrier, including wall. And that's as it should be, by the way. And also, he's rebuilding our military, which is another part of keeping America safe, and a huge commitment to our nation's veterans. I just met with Secretary Wilkie today, the VA Secretary. There's another $19 billion in the budget for our veterans so that they can have the health care that they deserve when they come home. They've got injuries. We need to take care of our veterans, and President Trump's budget also follows through on that commitment. So it's all about keeping America safe and keeping our economy growing. We need to keep building on that momentum.
Does any part of this budget, as you look at it, help us attack the deficit? Because, you know, some of what I'm hearing from voters out there as I'm visiting Washington, D.C. today, is that they wonder what happened to the Republican platform of smaller government.
Well, ultimately, the budget does focus on reducing government. If you look in the non-defense discretionary part of the budget, the president makes actual cuts, which are necessary. So many of these agencies that grew under Barack Obama are being reduced under President Trump, strengthening the military but cutting other areas. So those are the priorities that should be there, but also growing the economy. There's two ways that you actually can get back to a balanced budget, which we need to. One is to grow the economy, and we're doing that. Unemployment's dropping. Millions more people are in the workplace, paying taxes instead of being on different welfare programs. That's a healthy improvement. The other side is getting control over mandatory spending. And let's take a look. Medicare right now, under current law, Medicare is going bankrupt in the next 8 years. That's a serious problem. We need to save Medicare from bankruptcy. The Democrats' plan, by the way, of Medicare for all literally puts another 200 million people on Medicare and makes Medicare go bankrupt even quicker. That's a dangerous approach that actually increases the deficit. So you can see a different contrast in approaches. Let's save Medicare from bankruptcy while growing our economy and keeping America safe.
So Congressman Cartwright of Pennsylvania, a Democrat, was telling me earlier this hour, he was on set with me, saying that if you touch those programs that benefit the poor and the elderly, the president promised that he wouldn't do that. So how do you make sure that they're protected?
Well, first of all, if you don't make any changes to Medicare, it goes bankrupt in 8 years. And the actuaries say that. This isn't a Republican or Democrat issue. The people that actually run the Medicare program have made it very clear. And if we don't make those changes and save it from bankruptcy, that's when bad things start happening. We shouldn't sit back and let that happen. And so Democrats who say leave it alone, or even worse, go Medicare for all, where you put 200 million more people on Medicare, a program that's already gone bust, it makes it go bust quicker. How is that a responsible approach?
Real quickly, before I have to let you go there on the Hill, Democrats are setting this up to be a fight. Cartwright and others are telling me that they won't let this budget proposal go forward. Are we going to see another showdown between Republicans and Democrats, or another CR, continuing resolution, just to kick the can down the road?
Well, Harris, think about the hypocrisy of what Democrats are saying right now. They're criticizing President Trump's budget, which keeps America safe, strengthens our economy, and focuses on getting our economy moving again. And then the Democrats have said today they're not even going to do a budget. So again, how hypocritical of Speaker Pelosi and her liberal lieutenants criticizing President Trump's budget at the same time that they're saying they won't even do a budget because their coalition is so split right now that they're moving towards socialism, and they're afraid of bringing a socialist budget to the floor because it might actually pass and show the American people what they really stand for.
Congressman Scalise, thank you so much. Good to see you on the program.
Great being back with you, Harris.